Welcome all to AS Business Class. This is the best choice you have made for you to take this particular subject and straight to the heart of the matter. Let me turn my PowerPoint so that we can move together. So straight to the learning outcomes. Number one that we want to cover. We'll do basic introduction. I will introduce myself and take you briefly through my credentials and what I've done so far. And then number two, I'll give you a chance, together with everyone who's here, to introduce yourself and tell me what three, I will take you briefly through what is our course outline, what are the topics that we are going to cover over this 2 year period, and then the mode of assessment, how many papers you're going to sit for, what kind of techniques they will be looking for in the papers. Very important, we'll also look at the classroom expectations. What are the basic rule? And to me, I just have one rule in terms of what to expect to be covered in this particular class. And then, very important, we'll also look at all the exciting stuff that you're going to cover in business studies over this 2 years period, starting from year number one that you are in at the moment. And the career opportunities, definitely, this is a question that all the time my students ask me, what are we going to cover? So this is something that I'm going also to explore. Straight to my background, um, that is my picture taken way back, some 2, 3, or 4 years ago. So basically, I've been a teacher and examiner of business and economics for the last 18 years. All along this period, I've met students like you. We have had a nice time, and I'm proud to say by the end of that particular cycle, for each cohort, we have very good results at both IG and AS and A levels. So I expect same thing to happen with this particular group. And looking at you from your shining faces, I can see a lot of promise. At the personal level, I'm married. I have three lovely girls who are all schooling, and probably you've met them as you go about from year 11 to year 12. Um, I enjoy playing sports, more so football, more so into squash. I do some bit of board games, and also I try whenever I get time to do cycling. Lastly, this is something that I'm always asking and talking to my students. I'm an ardent Liverpool supporter, as they have that name, You'll Never Walk Alone. I will want to bring to you the next item on the agenda, which is, of course, looking at the syllabus, and I will share briefly a sample of the syllabus. All this is uploaded in the Teams page, which is the best site in terms of resources and everything. So I've already uploaded, I've formed a team, and I've added all of you into this. So some of the content to be covered, this on the left hand side, this is for AS level. We're talking about business environment, we're talking about marketing, we're talking about operations, going all the way to finance and accounting. And this, of course, will move to a higher level. Once you go to A2, you will cover this content in more depth. We have the assessment. The assessment is carried out in three papers. Paper 1 and 2 that will be covered in AS, and then paper 3 will be covered in A2. And basically, at AS level, the marks that you're likely to gain, the total marks is 100, and in A2, another 100. So in total, you'll have 200 in total. And there are two options. Either you can sit AS, or you can decide to do all those papers in A2. The grades, of course, in AS from grade A to grade E, and in A2, which is like the final year, and these are the grades that we'll be taking to uni. We're looking at from an A star to an E. Now, with that brief introduction, I will want to take it back to you for you to tell me something about yourself. I'll just ask you to talk to the person who is next to you, um, get to know their name and why they're interested. Why are they in a business class? That's the question. This I'll give it 2 minutes. All right. Thank you for bringing out clearly why you're in a business, what's your target, and so on. Going to classroom expectation, I only have one basic rule that has guided me through all these 18 years, and that word is respect. We should be having respect for ourselves to start with, respect for others, respect for their property, respect for the school, and so on. And this one in mind, if it is well followed, then definitely we're going to have a smooth sailing. Some of the exciting stuff that you'll cover in this particular course, we're looking at how business come up with successful ideas. For example, look at the market right now. TikTok has sort of overtaken Facebook. So how did they come up with that idea to sort of dislodge Facebook that has been around for quite a long time? Again, we're also looking at how business manage their money. We'll be looking at things like cash flow. We'll be looking at financial accounting and so on. Item number 3, we're looking at how business target customers and convince them to buy their products. And then the last bit that I need to indicate is that business study covers quite a number of subjects like accounting, subjects like economics and law. Now, if you look at those subjects, then the next question is what kind of careers can you sort of get into if you study business? And these are very nice careers. We're looking at, of course, number one is entrepreneurship, starting your own business, accounting and auditing, moving to marketing, banking, human resource, and management. And this brings us to an end of this brief introduction to business studies.